In this video, we're going to talk about the second law of thermodynamics. So let's say you have two objects, okay? So this one is hot and the other one's cold. So the second law of thermodynamics states that heat will naturally flow from hot to cold. So heat will flow from hot to cold. That's what the law pretty much states, okay? And heat just doesn't flow from cold to hot, okay? It just doesn't happen. You need energy to do that. For example, an air conditioner takes heat energy from inside and pumps it outside. So that's how it cools the air indoor. But the thing is, it doesn't happen naturally, okay? Like, you need energy to do that, okay? So a good way to illustrate this is, imagine you have a hill, okay? And you have a ball over here. The ball will naturally go from, high position to low position, just like heat, okay? Heat flows from higher temperature to like a lower temperature. And now if you have a hill like this and the ball's like all the way down there, the ball is just not gonna go from like, low to high. It just doesn't happen. To do that, you need energy. So like if you add energy, like so for example, you like kick the ball, you throw the ball, it's gonna go, right? But remember, it's not gonna happen naturally. You need energy for that. Now I want to mention about open system, closed systems, and isolated systems. So an open system is like, for example, a cup of water, okay? In an open system, like you can have a energy transfer, so like a light could like go in and out, and you can also transfer mass. So like, for example, an oxygen gas, okay? An oxygen can go in and then it can also go out. So that's what pretty much open system is, okay? So like there's a heat transfer and a mass transfer. Now for a closed system, for example, you have a cup of water again, but however it's like closed, okay? So in a closed system, there is no mass transfer. So basically this time the oxygen cannot like go there, okay? It just can't. So let me put like an X here, okay? So it can't go there. Nope. But however, you can still have like a energy transfer. So for example, like a light could go in there, or could be like a heat that could go there. Like if you're heating up like a pot of water that's with a closed lid, it's still gonna boil. So there's a heat transfer. And now for isolated system, there's no mass or heat transfer. So for example, like a perfectly insulated thermos, okay? So there's like a water inside here. So in isolated system, right, like there's like no mass transfer. So for example, like an oxygen, it can't go in there. And also like the water, right, like maybe the air over here, like something like there, they can't leave this area, okay? Like they can't leave. And also with energy, so a light can't go in, and also a heat can't go in, and also the heat over here, it can't go out either. So an isolated system is pretty much like an ideal situation. So like it's very rare, okay? So there's like, basically nothing is lost. And now I have two questions for you. So the first question is, so on a hot summer day, okay? So on a hot summer day, you turn on your AC. So like the AC, it feels like it's making your room cooler and stuff. But however, my question is that, so when you turn on your AC, right, is the AC removing heat or is it cooling down? What do you think? Well, according to the second law of thermodynamics, remember, heat flows from hot to cold. So in this scenario, it's actually removing heat, okay? So that means, so there's no such thing as cooling things. Like there's no such thing as cooling down. It just doesn't exist, okay? According to thermodynamics, the second law, cooling down doesn't exist. And now my second question is the earth, right? Like the globe, is it like is it an open system, a closed system, or an isolated system? What do you think? Go ahead and pause the video. So our earth is actually an open system because we get extra energy from our sun. So like, you know, there's a heat transfer here, right? Like there's an energy transfer. We get energies from the sun. And also, you may wonder, how do we get like a mass transfer? Well, whenever there's an asteroid that like hits Earth, or could be like a comet, or could be like these meteoroids, whenever they collide with Earth, you know, there's like some mass that Earth gains, or it could be when asteroid crashes, you know, Earth could lose like a chunk of its mass. So there is like a losing of mass happening there. So there's a transfer of mass and a transfer of heat. So therefore, the Earth is an open system. And thank you for watching this video.